Hello and welcome to the Power Life Podcast. I'm your host, Sabine Schöpke, serial entrepreneur, philanthropist, iron sister, and badass manifester. Think of this podcast as your weekly dose of gelato with a shot of whiskey, fueling your week with empowering and exciting insights into your mind to help you create massive success in your life. So let's dig in. Let's talk mindset, manifestation, and money. Today, I want to talk about self-awareness. It is the necessary and essential groundwork for anything mindset related. It is also the number one key to achieving what is referred to personal fulfillment and inner satisfaction. It is the feeling of achieving your own goals, finding happiness and contentment within yourself, and experiencing a sense of accomplishment in areas that are meaningful to you. But for that, you need to define what these goals are, what meaningful means to you, and the things that make you happy. This is about nobody else but you. It is intimate and the most personal thing you will ever do. And for that, you need to be self-aware. So, there are two kinds of self-awareness. There's internal self-awareness. It is about how clearly you see your own values, passions, aspirations, fit with your environment, reactions, thoughts and feelings, behaviors, strengths and weaknesses, and the impact it has on others. The second kind, it's external self-awareness, means understanding how other people view us. Research shows that people who know how others see them are better at showing empathy and appreciating others' perspectives. Today, I want to focus on the internal self-awareness. It is the ability to see ourselves clearly, to recognize and understand our own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, to identify our strengths and weaknesses, understand our motivations, our dreams, hopes, and desires. It's like having a mirror that lets us see ourselves from the inside out. But self-awareness isn't easy, especially not in the beginning. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable or even painful to confront our own flaws and shortcomings, to be honest with ourselves and make ourselves vulnerable. That's why it's important to approach self-awareness with a sense of almost curiosity, some compassion, and definitely non-judgment. Self-awareness gives us a much better shot at finding happiness and success. We are blessed when we understand who we are and what kind of a life we actually want to live. 95% of people think they are self-aware. However, it turns out only 10 to 15% actually are. The approach most of us are using for introspection, so to examine our thoughts and feelings, is unfortunately wrong. Studies have found that introspection can actually lead to more stress and unhappiness. So even though self-awareness can make us happier, when done wrong, it can trap us in our own hell. Therefore, the way we're pursuing introspection is crucial. It turns out just thinking about ourselves doesn't mean knowing ourselves. Most people ask themselves, why? Why am I so upset? Why did I just take this so personally? However, when we ask why, it does not lead us to the truth about ourselves. It actually leads us away from it. The reason for that? Because we cannot excavate our own unconscious thoughts, feelings, or motives. So we end up actually inventing answers that feel true, but that are wrong. Start thinking about yourself differently. How do the happier, self-aware people approach introspection? They don't ask themselves why. Instead, they ask themselves what. So to start, we just need to change one simple word. Ask what. not why. Why traps us in the rearview mirror, while what questions move us forward. Here's an example of the power of what. After owning and operating an e-commerce business for a number of years, I was burned out. I was bored and ready for change. I ended up being stuck in the business for longer than I had wanted to. Mentally, I had already checked out and moved on to my next project. I was frustrated. 2 of my employees asked me to have lunch with them. They saw my frustration, and instead of asking me why I was so frustrated, they asked me, what can we do to make this time of transition better for you? I was blown away. It was such an effective and productive question and changed everything. It showed me how much they cared and it created solutions. It was a total game changer. I realized I should have asked myself that question way before my employees did. It would have helped me with my frustration. Asking what instead of why is a powerful approach in many situations. So, what comes after that? What do we do with the newfound wisdom and insights about ourselves? Once we can see ourselves more clearly, change does not come from trying to get rid of our feelings and emotions, or from going into them more deeply or adjusting them to external expectations or norms. Change comes from figuring out what is true about ourselves, accepting it, and working from there. I know, working from there is so very vague, and we will go into that in upcoming episodes. But this episode is about awareness. It is the groundwork of discovering parts of ourselves that we have not acknowledged much, if at all. Future episodes will be dedicated to the changes that come from that knowledge. One thing is for sure, though, there is no simple or short answer except the following. You need to start by giving yourself permission to exist in your duality of brilliance and imperfections. And not just giving yourself permission, but loving yourself for it. And that feels so peaceful and liberating to me, don't you think? Like I said, we will go into more details and what to do with the newfound insights in the upcoming episodes, I promise. Also, if you really want to do the work on yourself and want to see results, go to thepowerlifecoach.com and sign up for my membership program. There, I will take you through tailored exercises to dig deeper and reset your mindset for change. Practicing self-awareness is a real practice, and the more you flex that muscle of observing yourself with an open and non-judgmental mind, the easier it will get. Practice mindfulness, so pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations in the present moment. It will help you become more aware of your patterns and tendencies. Also, seek feedback. Ask friends, family, or colleagues for their honest opinions about your strengths and weaknesses. It will help you see yourself from a different perspective, and seeking different perspectives is key with any growth and mindset work. And of course, journal. Write down your thoughts and feelings on a regular basis. It will also help you identify patterns in your behavior and track your progress over time. Silence is the key to gaining self-awareness. Once I was comfortable with silence, I was grateful for the sound of silence because it really let me get to know myself. Turn off the music, turn off the TV, the news. I know it is super hard in the beginning because we're so used to the distraction. These are the things that prevent us from facing our own thoughts, our insecurities, our feelings. But once you get over the initial hump, you will crave it. You will enjoy your own company and finally getting to know yourself. The search for self-awareness never stops. It is up to us to choose to learn and grow from our feelings and emotions, our mistakes, our tragedies, and our successes. So next time you find yourself going inward and looking for answers, ask yourself a question that starts with, what? The answer will move you forward in your journey of self-discovery and ultimately your search of happiness and success.
Join our life-transforming membership program to achieve your most ambitious goals by breaking through limiting beliefs and developing empowering habits. Our program is not just motivational speeches or self-help books, but a comprehensive system that has helped thousands of people overcome obstacles, build confidence, and create lasting change. With our program, you don't need expensive one-on-one coaching. It covers various areas such as relationships, productivity, well-being, and income. It's complemented by our podcast to give you even more insights and inspiration on the go. Visit thepowerlifecoach.com now and start living the life and dreams you deserve with our program.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you had as much fun listening as I did recording. I would love to hear from you, so drop me a line. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Until next time, be curious, kick some ass, and may your explorations bring you joy. Talk with you soon.